Hi,
Hey,
introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
my name is Lesiamon Sempele. I am a Kenyan creative, culinary artist, and yeah, lover of life and all things bright. My love for using indigenous ingredients comes from the fact that I'm Kenyan. I come from two different cultures. I'm half Maasai, half Kikuyu. And these are two very strong cultures in Kenya. You have your Maasais who are nomadic pastoralists, and with that comes the fact and the nature of knowing how to rear cattle, how to work with meat, and because they have a very rich meat-heavy diet. And then I also come from the Kikuyu side, which is a culture that cultivates and grows crops and comes from the Central Highlands. So I'm exposed to a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and that side of town. My vision really, especially centered around food, is a culturally food-rich culture or society that we have a majority of the homes cooking amazing meals, and every home having exposure to more than the food of sustenance that we grew up eating. You know, the limitation of only having ugali and sukuma in your kitchen, but a culturally rich Kenyan food kitchen. Wow, first of all, I must say that it was such a privilege being on such a huge platform, representing not just my country but East Africa in, to take our food to that stage, which has always been my dream. So being on a platform which shows you that where you come from and your background is good enough to take you to this far up into the competition. So you have to go with all the confidence. You have no choice. You have great support systems that believe in you and have backing you and have celebrated you and equipped you with everything that you have. Now in this case, what I went with. And so it was extremely effortless by knowing that I'm supported by a rich culture behind me. I'm supported by family and friends who like really pushed me there. And then over and above that, I've always wanted to win. I believe in myself being a winner. There are no two ways of doing something. You do it wholeheartedly and you'll definitely win. The challenge had three different courses. The first one was curried lentil soup with poached prawn mousse and a crispy millet lavash that I topped with different toasted millets and sesame seeds. And then the main course was sous vide ribeye steak with a duo of potatoes that I roasted in different ways, carrot and pea puree, and then with a red wine reduction or jus. And then the dessert was a mocha, a mocha chocolate mud cake with macerated raspberries, if I remember well, raspberry mousse, raspberry sauce, and salted chocolate cremo. I've learned to believe that everything is connected. If there is an imbalance, whether in your mind or in your body or your soul, then you're not happy. There's a broken chain to your connection, to your well-being. And so food automatically nurtures the body. And if the body is happy and healthy, then you can do whatever it is that you normally do at ease, which makes you more efficient and makes you happy at the end of the day because you are fulfilling what you always wanted. So your mind is healthy. And then if your mind is healthy, then you only attract good things. You subconsciously only want to attract things that give you that mind and body balance. And so your soul ends up thriving as well, and you have an entire connection of just, it's a proper well-being of who you are.
Focus, yeah.
Definitely. So ugali is a staple. I've grown up eating ugali. I mean, 9 out of 10 homes in Kenya, especially middle to low income houses, eat ugali. And so I always wondered and wanted to do more with ugali. And seeing or having inspiration such as Italian polenta or like creamy, my background is in Italian food for a period. And so I could see what the diversity they did with just one ingredient, whether it was polenta or wheat, to make all these different forms of pasta. And so I always ask myself, why can we not have the same with ugali? And my mom would make us amazing ugali. After my dad got diabetic, my mom started experimenting on newer brands that will be good for him and good for her as well, because they both have lifestyle diseases. But we still have to eat ugali that is probably not bleached. I remember being struck by this yellow, beautiful, soft ugali that she whipped up once. A bit skeptical because we are all afraid of change, but then got into it and it was the most amazing ugali I've ever had. So that became a thing from growing up all till now, when it became subconsciously that I would also always want to make yellow ugali for myself, like wholesome, unbleached, using unbleached flour. And yeah, so that's how it's always been Winnie's Pure Health that my mom would use ever since I was a kid till now. So yeah, that inspired me to always just try on different recipes for ugali.